Da, 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 da. This is the Tokyo Shemp News Network. So yeah, I'm not scripted one bit. And I think I'm not going to edit anything this time. So if there are gaps in my speech, that's how it rolls. Just gonna turn on. This is Hard Lens Media in the background. Won't mention anything specific this time, so I don't have to worry about lining up my words with the video. I'm looking at Faran. She's had a lot of makeup on. That guy Kit is ex-military, I think Marines. I vetted all this stuff. He got pushed by Roar Media, by Oz. Then months later, whatever, it just becomes solidified that, hey, yeah, that's the point of departure is they're independent media. You don't have to go before any point of departure. That's fair and balanced. That's Faran Fronczak. That's all one needs to know. She's a journalist, as is Kit Caballo. I don't know what his name is, but it's similar, I think, to the guy who runs SCTV television network. Guy Caballero. So this guy's Kit Cabello. Very similar. That's called a pattern. It's called an irrelevant pattern, but so they're going over something on COVID. I don't really care. It looks like people sued for getting fired and they won because they used religion as an exemption to not take the vaccine. So they're making a big deal out of that. The reason why I'm showing this is, what a coincidence. So now Faran Fronczak is on Hard Lens Media. It's called the ecosystem, or that's what Autumn Sword called it. That's what that's what what's her face. That's what they all called it. They all went on Johnny Brisson's show. What a coincidence. John Brisson, he goes on, they talked about my channel. I'm not just anyone just talking right air. And that's why they mimic me. If I was a true nutjob nobody, they wouldn't be playing all those mind games the last half year. They wouldn't have broken up Convo Couch. All those people wouldn't have quit working with Jamal over at Fault Lines. That's where I busted them up. I found the teleprompter. These guys are totally scripted, and they're totally on drugs. Check out their faces. I'm not talking about the odd idiosyncrasy, the odd psychiatric pills here. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about narcissists who fake as news when they're working for the U.S. military. They're Five Eyes, actually, beyond the U.S. You can tell by how they were on RT, Sputnik. You can just tell. I came up with that new scientific theory. You can just tell. Actually, I can just tell because I have something called Asperger's syndrome, but they changed it to autism. So they're saying that all these ultra smart people, not saying everyone with autism is ultra smart, but I'm saying all those people who fit into the Asperger's category, they've been tossed into an overall bigger batch called autism. How's that my fault? Why is he... So he's faking that he's staring at in conversation with Faran, but he's looking to the side of her. I did a video. Oh yeah, I said I wasn't going to do play-by-play this time, and I'm not, because it's definitely not going to line up this time. I didn't do that strategy where I go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. I mailed it in. Let's see. I'll just hit beginning again, so there's something going on in the background. It's unnecessary for me to keep talking. So here's the deal. I have something called autism. That means I have extra human powers of observation. Is that a Pink Floyd song? Something about amazing powers of observation. Damn, I should have lined this up, then I could have been doing play-by-play. Faran looks miserable in this video. But she looked a lot better in another one. So it might just be a case of, I don't know, she had food poisoning that day, I don't know. She doesn't look good in this video. So I'm only saying yet again to point this out that Hardlands Media is part of the racket scam. They're the cell that works off of under Jimmy Dore. This guy Kit Caballero, or whatever his name is, he starts plugging all of them, all the shows. I'm doing a reverse mimicry. That Fiorella lady, she was going like, all. She accentuated all. I guess if you do that in a certain way, you end up sounding like a cow. So be careful on those. Fifi. They watch these videos, but what they do is they copy my videos and then they circulate them so that I don't get any page views. And even if they actually don't do that and they're watching them, then YouTube has to make sure that I don't get more than probably 50 views. They wanted to make me think I was only getting like 5 views. But I hit the jackpot with a couple videos. I nailed it in regards to what's her face, Hilaria Baldwin faking as a Spaniard. Oh, and then somehow my video on Howard Stern went virality. Somehow. That must have been linked to on some forum or somewhere. Maybe the Howard Stern forum, I don't know. But for the most part, it seems, I'd say 80% think Howard Stern killed Dana Plato. Or not killed her, but you know what I mean. You can just tell. And that's pure science. So I can just tell that all those shows are scripted. Not only can I just tell, I cropped out their eyes. I proved it. I also proved that this is a dead internet, and I proved that years ago. Years! All the years ago. All those years. All those years ago. Isn't that all? So my plan, though, is actually, it's an ambitious plan. When you have Asperger's, you take those kind of chances. I'm thinking of asking Faran out on a date. No. But now I forget what I was gonna say. What was I saying? What was I talking about? Oh, I want to do a cover of Miles Davis. I got this little couple notes, the line, it's in my head. I love it. It goes... He turns it into a whole album. It goes... Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Now watch, someone will steal what I improvised. They'll steal it. Okay, that should about wrap this up for what I'm saying. Yes, it's all confirmed. I have autism. It used to be called Asperger's. But fine, you want to play that game? Fine. I have autism. That just means I'm somehow smarter than 99.5% of the population. So suck on that, ecosystem. Take that info and shove it, because I'm really calm right now because of all that breathing, but I still have autism. You can't get rid of autism. You don't want to get rid of autism. If you have autism, you have the key to the kingdom. You have the pass card to the universe, to the cosmos. So basically, to reiterate, I proved like 15 years ago that the internet was fake. Everyone called me a conspiracy theorist, this and that, and all the rest of it. I was getting called stuff. I exposed the Brett Kimberlin guy and Raw Story, Scott Horton's wife, Larissa Alexandrovna, Brad Blog. I exposed them all. Daily Costs. I could go on and on. These people I exposed in the last year or two, they work for the same nonsense. They are the modern day, they're the new version of the nonsense. You call it a dead internet? I call it rigged and fake. I said that 15 years ago. I'm the winner. I won this thing. They're all scripted. I cropped out the eyes. Somehow there's like a lot of videos on my channel right now. I don't even have to make any more videos. I don't even know why I'm doing this one. I really don't. And by the way, after I stop speaking right now, I did a video a couple days ago, but I wasn't going to upload it because I said I was going to quit this ecosystem nonsense. And I think I am. I don't think this Faran stuff should count. I'm talking about I'm making no more videos on Combo Couch or They're So Radical on Rockfin, Poinkinen, and Jardula. I'm done with them. I'm done with Franco analysis. I'm done with Jimmy Jean, Donkey Tail, Peter Richard Mormon is his real name. He's from Texas. He's from the Dallas area. He's got nothing to do. He was born in California, sure. He's full of it. And they try to gaslight me, but all I did was prove his real name. They gaslight me, for example, with the, what's that? Oh, he's always playing Hawaii 5-0. He would always upload Hawaii 5-0. So they made it obvious that they gaslight me. I'm not saying it's rocket science that I know they gaslighted me. But I'm just saying that's what happened. Because I exposed them, and I exposed the other thing a long time ago, and I exposed many other things. Because I'm just smart, I tell the truth, and I'm blunt. I exposed them as COINTELPRO, this ecosystem under Jimmy Dore. It's all put together on my channel right here. That's the truth. It's not my fault that we're living in a police state. it's not my fault there's no freedom of speech and association. Now, of course, I'm speaking and I'm not getting deleted. But I mean, they have it so they clog it up. They'll even lower the page views when something goes good. They only let you get the page views if it's a non-political story, such as Hilaria Baldwin faking as a Spaniard, or when I attack Howard Stern, or they're gonna like my channel a little bit because I'm not some I'm not some COVID kook. I'm not some Russia Today, Five Eyes, COINTELPRO kook. I'm the good guy kook. I'm the good guy conspiracy guy. So anyway, after when I'm gonna stop talking right now, because I feel like I said enough. Dun, 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 dun. I hit the center of notes. I get perfect pitch. I do recommend that if you listen to me sing, to turn it as low as you can to just hear it. But you're going to want to hear it, especially when I layer the stuff. I did pretty good mostly. I apologize for any times where it's tough on the ears. But otherwise, I think for the most part, I produced fairly good stuff for, I didn't make any money off of it, but I came up with a lot of good stuff over the years. So I'm on a no apology kind of blog night here. And then Faran Fronczak on Hard Lens Media is just hammering in the nail after it's already been hammered in. So yeah, after I stop talking now, I got this 20 minutes. I made it the other day, but I decided I wasn't going to upload it. But now what the heck, I'll just put it on the back end of this butte. And then hopefully that's that for myself as covering those people. I'm going to try to find maybe public domain movies, or public domain lectures, just real stuff. Then I'll see what I can do with that material. I like to interact with material. I'm always in the moment. I have sort of a forced enlightenment due to sensory overload. I hear every sound. I hear every sound, and that I hear it. I don't stop hearing it. You hear it. I record it just about. And that explains why I had a difficult life. If I had known I had autism, if I'd known I had Asperger's, F them, it's Asperger's, it's different from autism. A little bit, a lot different. Some of us could mask. Some of us had autism and masked it. It's called the female sociable version. I also made videos on that. I got a master's in social theory, and I'm giving the big middle finger in real life to all those people: Craig Jardula, Stephen Poinkinen, Peter Richard Mormon, Donkey Till, Jimmy Jean, Hard Lens Media, Kick Cabello, Faran Fronczak, Jimmy Dore, Rogan, all you people out there, I am giving you a real life middle finger. Nearly every comment I get on this topic is from a troll. It's from someone involved in the program. Like I said in the last video, or one of the more recent ones, there's a lot of us back at the beginning of the internet. We were observing, we were participating. It wasn't a big chunk of the population, but it was fairly sizable. There were real people on the internet. That's all done now, after we got herded to the big places such as YouTube, Twitter, Reddit, Facebook. They leave comments because these people have authoritarian personality disorder. They are the personification of the roots of fascism. They are conformist, they are military, they are scripted, they are drug addicts. I've got some leftover video I downloaded days ago that I'm just going to use up. My goal is to not download any more. I proved that they're scripted, I proved that they're rigged, I proved that they're military. This person, the last video, one of them, he's like, let's put it to the side that they're scripted or that you're observing their demeanors. What about their content? I answered it. I said the content is rigged. It's there to get people to talk. It's to get idiots who are probably in the military to get you chumps to talk, to get those chumps. Because people watching my videos could be anyone, not just military. Their content complements the mainstream media. They never go outside of that, other than to promote drug use of some variety. There's something called the law of probability. They're all scripted. They're all going on each other's shows. They all have tweaked out faces. The law of probability says that a vast majority of these people shouldn't be drug addicts. Look at cops. That got out of control. Everyone started to see they're all on steroids. If it was only a bad batch of apples, then fine. But no, it becomes systematic. What we're looking at with the scripted COINTELPRO Five Eyes program is it's systematic. It's so mechanical that I easily observed it. I easily explain it over and over again. I have explained this. Anyone who's been following this over the last year or two, what I've been up to, what I've been trying to put together here, they know exactly that I nailed it and that everyone in that program, even though they don't mention me, they do mention me actually. They mentioned me on the Marcus Cage show when Allie blurted out Sam Cedar. It came out of nowhere. It was before the other person started to talk about the Majority Report. Allie went, Sam Cedar. Like Sam, oh, we're going to talk about Sam Cedar now. So they're obviously scripted. I have a little bit left that I can share. It's 5:32 a.m. on a Sunday. I fell asleep at approximately 10 p.m. last night and woke up at around 4-ish. No worries, I'll probably take a midday nap after I take a drowsy pill for my heart. But I'm doing exceptional. I'm on a trajectory to get very skinny, but I don't want to get too skinny. I don't think we're meant to get too skinny as we age. I think we're meant to be about 10 pounds over what we were as a kid. That's my guess. That's my opinion. Another thing, don't worry about being bloated. Bloated is not weight. Bloated is water retention. It could be based on diet or allergies and a bunch of combinations. That's weight that's easy to lose once one figures out what's going on with bloating. It tends to be about diet, smoking cigarettes, that sort of thing. But I've digressed into how well I'm doing. It's early AM, like I said. Got a few videos from days ago. These are probably the last videos I'll ever skim through, whatever. Just looking for a specific word, but I couldn't locate it in my memory bank. Right now I'm talking, and I edit it. It's been fun to set up video and then talk through it, but this is also fun too, to be able to edit something into a presentation. It's not that tough. It can be done. The only problem is the lack of movement, of mobility. We can't come up with something great and then we put it on the internet and it goes viral. you can only do that with things that don't matter, like cat videos, that sort of stuff. So I'm just going to show a few things. I'll set it up and then play it. So there's this guy, they call him Yeti, but he's obviously Poinkinen's brother or some sort of relative of Poinkinen. It's easy to see why he's nicknamed Yeti. So in this following clip, I'm going to show how the guy was reading his lines while the morbidly obese guy was talking. So then he comes in too soon, so I'll play it twice. Here we'll play it at regular speed.
I mean, before that, it was kind of lax, like the 70s, 60s, that sort of thing. I mean, you still got arrested, but it wasn't like, there was definitely pockets where it was okay, Like, it's like they didn't know about it then, and then they found out that hippies and black people did it, and they're like, we can't do that, So, that was, what?
I didn't really hear about edibles until, like, probably 10 years ago.
Right.
They were just never a thing up here. It was like, what can we use this pop can to smoke weed out of? Perfect. Let's do that.
I'm trying.
Guy comes in awkwardly. Before he comes in, you can see him reading his lines. Then when we go slow motion, they will see what they see. So I'll roll that film.
I mean, before that, it was kind of lax, like the 70s, 60s, that sort of thing. I mean, you still got arrested, but it wasn't like, there was definitely pockets where it was okay, Like, it's like they didn't know about it then, and then they found out that hippies and black people did it, and they're like, we can't do that, So... That was, what? I didn't really hear about edibles until, like, probably 10 years ago. Right. They were just never a thing up here. It was like, what can we use this pop can to smoke weed out of? Perfect.
Okay, I'm going to run through my notes here because that's how I do it. Alright, I have down here, Poinkinen says that they're unscripted. He's saying that over and over again on multiple shows.
Gonna have a bicycle day kind of thing around it? Are we gonna put up the little LSD molecule or
probably? I would think so.
Like a silver baseball bat? Round of applause.
Yeah,
that silver baseball bat or something.
I would take that.
The silver one.
I'd take a trophy if someone wants to make me a trophy.
Sure.
For 25 shows. I'm down for that. All right, now if I show and folder.
I think AM Wake Up did 25 shows his first week. His first month.
That's a day shift for Steve.
It's pretty fucking hectic. Like, I don't know, dude. It's one thing to do like a 3-hour show every day. It's another thing to do it where you're not repeating any of the material and you fucking are just doing it based on the day. Like
right.
Less than 24-hour chunk of time, usually.
Yeah. Like,
I'm always impressed with how, like,
I managed to get the Monty Python foot in.
Going.
So... You can't see it because I have chat up, but whoop, 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 whoop. I mean, that's practically like perfect. I need to make that a whole thing. But this is just dumb stuff we do on this show.
We're unscripted. It's like saying I'm not gonna lie. If you're gonna say I'm not gonna lie, that means you lie. If you say that you're unscripted, that says that you'll script it, because you wouldn't have to say that. I've seen that across multiple shows. It's called repeating phrases over and over again. They're trying to create a cult-like atmosphere for entrapment. They work, they complement off of things like Reddit conspiracy, some type of conspiracy culture manufactured. The phrase independent media is a hoax. It was exposed a long time ago, and these people, they just keep marching along with the shtick. What a joke. Alright, so let's hear. Well, I don't know if we already heard that. I'm just talking, and then I have to fudge all this together into a video. This is from some show called Reefer After Dark. The guy weighs like 500 pounds. And then he comes on my channel in the comments weeks back or whenever he showed up there, and he said, "Are you body shaming me?" I'm like, come on, dude, you're 500 pounds. You're going to want to figure that out or you're killing yourself. So, F you with accusing me of stuff when you're the COINTELPRO rat who's 100% scripted, fake acting like a pothead. Okay, what else do I have lined up here? I took these notes days ago. Okay, here's, let's take a look at Plunking and wiping his face.
But, yeah, I just thought it was interesting from Tulsi.
But, yeah, I just thought it was interesting from Tulsi.
The guy's done. He's a cartoon. He looks just like Yosemite Sam. He's a paid fake. He's a military shill. He's the proverbial rat effer. A rat. Steve Poinkinen is a COINTELPRO rat. Okay, I got a note down here. Something going on that's scripted, so I'll find that and let's take a look at that. And I have yet another note claiming that Yeti is scripted, so I have a couple of those. Oh no, we already went over the first one, and so yes, we'll just look again at Yeti being scripted. And then the last note I have from Reefer After Dark, which is funny because Ebon Kim called his show Ebon Kim After Dark. He was associated with all those independent media things. Tim Black is a COINTELPRO rat who's scripted. They're all in on it. So we have, for the last note, something about Steve mentioning raising a snitch. Raising a snitch. So they like to mention informants, snitches, scripts. I noticed the last couple shows, across various shows, to go with Poinkinen claiming that they're unscripted, you got people talking about scripts. And then whenever they do that, whenever they mention something like that, in an attempt to show like, well, because we mentioned that, we couldn't possibly be those things. So that's why they do that. Unfortunately for them, there's one of two results. These are not professional actors, and even a professional actor can't pull this crap off all the time. Especially when it's day after day with new lines. They're reading off of a teleprompter. These people aren't memorizing anything. They're not working on anything. They're making money so that they can lose their minds through drugs. So the problem, I did maintain the thought, the problem for them when they're trying to do one of those, we're not them because we talk about them. When they do that, they're either going to get duper's delight or they self-trigger. I noticed this crap. I noticed it. I proved it. So that's why I get stupid comments. That's why I get silly comments. Maybe stupid's too harsh a word. I get silly comments from FBI COINTELPRO sock puppet informants. Who else are they? And they say like, well, let's put to the side that you're alleging that they're scripted. What about the content? Their content is garbage. It complements mainstream media. They're funneling a variety, a flavor of a parameter.
I want to point out that this whole thing is her father's fault.
Yep.
Always.
Because he's allowing a snitch to be raised in his house.
Yes.
And that's just unacceptable. That's totally unacceptable. Now, I guarantee you, if her da were the type that had raised a little girl who wasn't the right fucking rat over there, like that little one is, they'd be going to the pub. They'd be going to the pub every Sunday at 2 o'clock. She would get a little Shirley Temple, a little freaking umbrella in it, maraschino cherry.
They're funneling a variety, a flavor of a parameter of what one is allowed to speak of. You can only say certain things. You can only discuss certain things. I also have a video of some Franco panel, more COINTELPRO. I've got only one note where they mention up citizen activism. That's the essence of this scam, that these are organic, spontaneous groupings of citizen journalists, of citizen activists. When it's military COINTELPRO shills who tied themselves to the hip, they're so wrapped up in trying to generate an astroturf environment that they overcompensated. They can try to control every word, but all they're doing is going through day-to-day death principle. That's why they look like death. That's why they're dying in public. So what we need to do, what I need to do, I don't know who we are. I only know who I am. Although I can extrapolate from I am through observation and start to put together what we are. Especially because I was trained in that. It's called social theory. Glory Jones is a great person to expose because that's apparently a real name, a real person, and they're trying to develop her as a career military shill. I exposed them at Echo Park. The person stalking my channel, I finally watched something she put up there, but I try to ignore her. I do ignore her. But I'm going to say this because I feel like it. I did finally watch something of hers for the first time in a while. She downplays. She's like, oh, that must be Johnny at Echo Park. Must be. She acts stupid. She tries to push it as a GOP infiltration thing. I gave her the chance to discuss this at first. She showed up a month later wanting to discuss crap, but she wanted to smear some homeless guy, and I wasn't having anything of it, and she continues to stalk my channel, but I'll leave it at that. The thing with Echo Park, it's in my archive. Those guys got busted because someone else, another channel, even bigger than Combo Couch, they filmed it. The channel is called German in Venice, and they showed a totally different picture of how the Combo Couch was portraying themselves at Echo Park. And right after that, Johnny quit. He quit the internet. As soon as I figured out Pasta and Fiorella were 100% scripted, they broke up the Convo Couch. As soon as I started participating in the chat room for Sputnik for the Fault Line show, I got Shane Stranahan, Austin Pelly, and Faran Fronczak to quit. I got all these shows to start mimicking me at a faster rate. I got them all to double down and gin it up. Their views are stagnant to going nowhere. People left and right are quitting. All anyone has to do is go back and find out that one with Allie saying Sam Cedar. It's like a month or two ago. It's quite humorous. I got tons of videos. I was so effective in what I did that the bad guy, these same people sent trolls after me, paid trolls. They have controlled opposition within their scripted fake. These are called militarized alternate reality games. Militarized alternate reality games. That's what they're called. I think I've said enough. So now it'll just be a matter of splicing and dicing, chopping and mopping, processing, baking, uploading, and then hitting publish. This is the Tokyo Shemp News and Entertainment Network.